Let's look at a couple of examples of completing the square where the coefficient of x squared isn't 1. So first question, complete the square on the function 2x squared plus 8x plus 2. So first thing we need to do is make that coefficient of x squared 1. So the way I'm going to do that is to factorize and take 2 outside of a bracket. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2 bracket x squared plus 4x plus 1. Alright, now if you look inside the bracket, the coefficient of x squared is now 1, so I can complete the square on that bit there. So if I complete the square on x squared plus 4x plus 1, it will be open bracket x plus 2 all squared. The way I got plus 2 is I halved the coefficient on x there, so I halved plus 4, which is plus 2. Then I subtract the number here, so plus 2 squared, so I subtract 2 squared, and then finally I add on 1 at the end, and close the bracket. I can then simplify that to 2 bracket x plus 2 squared minus 3. And we have one more step left because they want it in the form a bracket x plus b squared plus c. So I now need to expand these brackets, and I get 2 bracket x plus 2 squared minus 2 lots of minus 3, which is minus 6. So for this question, the value of a would be 2, and the value of c would be minus 6. Okay, and the second question, this is going to be a bit tougher. There's a few stages here, so we'll begin by making that coefficient of x squared equal to 1. So the way I'll do that is to factorize and take 3 outside of a bracket. So it'll be 3 bracket x squared plus 4x plus 1. As before, I'll then complete the square on that bracket there. 3 open brackets x plus 2 squared minus the 2 squared plus the 1 equal to 0. This comes to 3 open brackets x plus 2 all squared minus 3 equals 0. Okay, now what we've got to do is to expand the brackets, so I get 3 x plus 2 all squared minus 3 times by minus 3, which is 9, equals to 0. Then I'm solving here to find the values of x, so I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So I will get 3 brackets x plus 2 all squared equals 9, divide by 3, x plus 2 all squared equals 3. Then our square root, x plus 2 equals, be careful here, it's positive or minus, so plus or minus root 3. And then my two solutions for x, once I subtract 2 from both sides, will be x equals root 3 minus 2, or x equals negative root 3 minus 2. So those are our two solutions we've got by completing the square here.